This video is sponsored by Botan Store, Channel Fireball, PokemonCard.io, and Card Market. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here at Tableman. Thank you so much for tuning in. So yesterday, the first post-rotation Chill TCG event took place, and Umbreon V managed to get second place. Nagy from the United States, playing this very unique Umbreon VMAX deck. No text, no anything, just straightforward Umbreon with Houndoom power up, cost whatever you want with Dark Signal. Really cool concept, really straightforward. The deck's like hyper consistent. It plays 4 copies of pretty much all the important cards, and obviously Dark Signal allowing you to promote whatever you need from your opponent's bench is really good. You also have the max darkness attack doing 160, but since we are going to be powering up with single strike energies for sure, pretty much then we can easily increase that amount and make sure we are 2-hit KOing any VMAX or 1-hit KOing any V Pokemon that we might need. We also have this beautiful looking Umbreon V, the mean look attack, with people playing less switches now that there's no more Raichu or not. Like, the mean look attack could be used successfully in order to make sure that you can trap something in the active. And then obviously Shadow Rider and recently Dragapult have also taken quite a bit in popularity, so being a dark type Pokemon is just really good. Perhaps if Eternatus is not seeing as much play as this, perhaps Umbreon is that third pillar with Urshifu and Calyrex to become a main deck. Now, our Houndoom, of course, single strike roar, allowing us to attach single strike energy to our single strike Pokemon, which is really good. And then outside of that, we have 2 Crobats for support. We have maximum search in the quick balls, level balls, and instances. I'm definitely surprised of the level balls rather than like them being level balls instead of great balls. I generally am surprised at that. And then we have Research Marnie, and we still have Boss because we won't always have an Umbreon be available to evolve into the VMAX, or we won't always have a VMAX available to ghost up something, so it is important to still have copies of Boss's Orders. Tower of Darkness helps us draw extra cards and get rid of excess Umbreons and Houndooms, along with the Urn of Vitality helps us recover the energies that we might lose along the way with some Pokemon going down, or just to research Quick Ball and whatnot. So let's jump into the ladder and see what we can do with this Umbreon deck. Pretty cool. All right. So we're up against ASEAL. You definitely want to go first with this deck. You have so many ways to get Umbreon. You have 4 Umbreons. Wow. 3 Umbreon VMAXs. I did draw 3 VMAXs the other day in a video I was recording. I don't remember exactly which one that was, but and of course, jeez, of course we start with the one Pokemon that we don't want to start with. That's not what we want to see either. Let's use the Tower of Darkness on the Urn. I mean, double Houndour is good. I wish if these were Great Balls, then we would have a chance at finding Umbreon. What can I say? Yeah, generally, what can I say? I might as well do this, and then we'll go ahead and pass. Alright. So we see the Great Ball for Umbreon. Interesting. Our stadium does get countered. That's not good. I reckon we're up against well, I was gonna say Eternatus, but now I'm not so sure. Zigzagoon is peculiar as well. Yeah, that must be Eternatus, right? Like the Hiding, the Zigzagoon, the Moltres. It's gotta be Eternatus, I reckon. Alright. Very useful top deck right there. Just go ahead and research. And we do find Umbreon, thankfully, finally. This does hit for 190, so I will go ahead and set up another Umbreon right here. And then I'm not gonna go ahead and use the Houndoom's ability, then I could be in trouble. I will, however, establish the other Houndoom though. Okay, I do have my other Crobat for potential draw right here. Mean Look doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form. So I think that's it. We'll let the Crobat go down. And it is what it is. I guess I could have switched into Umbreon. Okay, my opponent just commits the energy to the active and goes for the Aura Burn. That is completely okay by me. Alright, so I do have Air Balloon. I can do 200, which is enough to get the KO. That's pretty fantastic. I probably shouldn't have promoted the Houndoom. Well, it's fine. It's fine. I can just get rid of this. So I'll grab the Crobat right here. And so we'll do this. I will not use my ability. So I do want to knock out the active. I will put back the 1 energy. Then I'll use both of my abilities. I don't want to be stuck in a world where I actually draw all the single strike energies, which, even if it's unlikely, I've already drawn 3 Umbreon VMAXs in one hand, so that's me being very scared. Yeah, generally, that is me being extremely, extremely scared. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do this, just establish another Umbreon. I don't think I need another Houndour. And I'll go ahead and retreat. I know my hand is good, my opponent's hand is not great. And with the Umbreon VMAX, I can actually hunt down whatever next VMAX they decide to bench. Now, one thing that I am a little bit scared now is the Umbreon VMAX pulling up the Houndoom, because I'm down 2 of my 3 Herbaloons, but we just get the concession right there. That was surprising. Alright, so iffy start, but I don't know what my opponent was playing, but definitely seemed like a deck that was more all over the place versus this one, which is like super straightforward, super direct. You lose to Rapid Strike and you potentially beat everything else, and somehow I managed to start Crobat 2 games in a row. Somehow. Alright, versus another Crobat. It could be a mirror match. Nope, there's Sobble. All the water things could mean just like water type Pokemon. I did prize 1 capture and 2 quick balls, so that's not ideal. Go ahead and Marnie right here. And I will find an Umbreon. I will need to use the Tower of Darkness to draw extra cards right here. Okay, my hand is no longer dead, thankfully. Go ahead and attach here, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and grow that right now. Okay. Alright. To see Suicune. So Suicune with the tool, with the Cape of Toughness, actually seems like a pretty formidable opponent. So I reckon that like Suicune alone might be reason enough to play not Cape of Toughness, sorry, Tool Scrapper in decks. Suicune might be a solid enough reason to choose to do that. Okay, so I have guaranteed Houndoom. I need to draw 1 single strike energy raw, so I can do 220 and get the knockout on the Suicune. That would be ideal. I mean, either way, I'm definitely gonna attack the Suicune, right? Definitely gonna get the initiative there. I don't really care about attacking the Crobat. Okay, so if that's the plan, I should just research, right? Just straightforward research. I'd lose to Marnies. I don't find the energy. At least not yet. I can still find it. Right. I can still find it. Discarding you. Nope. Couldn't find it. Great. Fantastic. Okay. Well. Suicune will do now maximum damage to me. Unbelievable. It is what it is. I mean, I could bring up the Crobat now, right? To get the 2 prizes, but then if they get Cape of Toughness, then the Suicune just attacks me twice. So I'll leave the Crobat to finish off later. Couldn't get the energy, it sucks. I'd been able to bench another Houndour last turn as well, that would have made all the difference. But alas, I was not able to. And now, I'm also down all of my Marnies basically, except one, so doing anything about my opponent's hand is actually going to be pretty difficult. And since I have 2 researches, if my opponent plays a Marnie, I'm actually going to be in a lot of trouble, so things not really working out for me right here. So this does a lot of damage. Decides to target on this, which makes sense. 310 HP is so low, that's for sure. 310 HP is so freakishly low. Yeah. This is excuse me, this is bad. Maybe I should have killed the Crobat. So I attack, they KO me, I KO them, and then they KO me back, and that's it, right? What does my attack do? I guess I can use Moonlight Blade to take a knockout. So I KO them, I'm at 4 prizes. They KO me. Well, the thing is, I mean, yeah, it's definitely possible. It's just a little unlikely, I guess. I would need a boss's orders. That's what I need. Let's do that. No boss. Okay, good. Let's attach you. I mean, is KOing Ice Rider better? If I kill Ice Rider this turn, is that the way I can win this? That's my last Umbreon though. 250. Yeah, I think I should KO Ice Rider. I think that's gonna be better overall. So bring up Ice Rider, attach this here, and then go. And then I'll just go Max Darkness for the knockouts. Should have KO'd the Crobat. I mean, hindsight is 2020, right? Probably should have just KO'd the Crobat. I didn't imagine my opponent would go bench like that. So, I mean, as long as I avoid the knockout on the Umbreon VMAX, I should be okay. That definitely doesn't help my case, as I was mentioning. Now, both of my researches will be at the bottom of the deck. Yep. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. I lost all my Marnies by discarding them myself, and then I get completely screwed over by my opponent's Marnie, as I predicted. I mean, there's still a research and a Marnie I can top tick, I guess. Tool Scrapper. No attachment for my opponent is really big though. Well, they are getting three prize cards, so never mind. Okay, well, my stadium is the potential saving grace right here. Okay, well, okay, so that urn actually helps me. Okay, I'm gonna grab the Houndour and I'm gonna discard it. But then if I lose, okay, so let's do this. So do I just power up Umbreon then? No, because then I lose to a Melanie. Okay, so I do this, set up the Umbreon, then I use one ability on Houndoom, and then I use another ability on... They can't boss and Melanie at the same time, so I should be okay powering up the Umbreon, actually. And then I take the KO. The fact that they didn't attach energy is huge. Immense. That's not a useful card. That is not a useful card. All because I started Crobat too. If I had another Crobat available, I wouldn't be in this awkward freaking situation. I hope my opponent marries me then. Again. Only played one. But if they don't Melanie this turn and they don't attack, that's really good. They will Melanie. Yeah, so now it's... If I don't win, they win. And I need an energy. Probably gonna replace the stadium, yeah. With this Drizzle, I have Tower of Darkness, but I don't have any more basic Pokemon that I can discard, so... Comes down to whatever I top deck. Comes down to whatever I end up top decking. Out of my hands. I tried. You know, like Marnie just keeps screwing me over every single time. What can I say? What can I say? Yep. So it's do or die here. I can top deck an energy. I can top deck a Marnie, a research. Or I can top deck a completely useless card. Yep. I had... okay, this energy wasn't at the top, so I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards out of my 17 card deck that would have been good top decks. That would have either helped me win or given me a chance, right? I mean, sure, maybe my opponent doesn't have boss's orders, right? Maybe. Maybe my opponent doesn't have boss's orders. Or whatever. It's over, obviously. Energy boss, GG. That huge of a hand with the Sobble available, with the Drizzle available. Incense. So frustrating, man. It's so freakishly frustrating. It's really frustrating. I mean, is it my fault because I didn't kill the Crobat? Possibly, but like, Marnie screws me over. And then it's 3 turns where I can top deck and get out of that and nothing, right? Nothing, absolutely nothing. It's just like, what the heck? on top of my start, right? Because I missed the Hound Hour. And I've started Crobat 2 out of 3 games. Like everything just adds up. Everything just keeps on adding up. Aurora Energy, Fog, Crystal. That's my mulligan. It's very frustrating. I don't know how not to let it get to me. It's out of my control, yes, but it's so dumb because it happens to me so often. That's what frustrates me. It's not balanced out by me drawing incredibly well the other half of the time. It's just me getting screwed over each turn. All the time. Okay, so definitely don't need you. I really need an energy attachment this turn. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this, we're gonna fail this card. We're gonna go ahead and draw 3 cards. Discard you. Okay, found energy, thankfully. Now I'll just go ahead and do this, establish another Umbreon. Okay, now this is a start, right? This is a start. Okay, and we're up against Dragapult, so this is as big of an auto win as it gets, and as long as you can do something, right? And obviously, Rapid Strike Urshifu is as big of an auto loss as it gets. I mean, I was due for a good start, right? Only took me 3 games. Okay. Potentially good play by my opponent right there. Okay. So if I get 2 Houndooms, if I use my ability there, and then I attach, I think it's more likely that I find a Houndoom, right, than it is that I find an Herbaloon. I'm fairly sure I have 3 Houndooms and 3 instances at 6 outs versus 3 Herbaloons. So I'm gonna play to the more likely play. Okay, I'm gonna do the more likely play. I'm not gonna go after the Sobble, and then we'll go research, and there we go. So I retreat first. I also drew the other energy, so if I had one prized, I would have been screwed. But thankfully, I am not. And there we go. Alright, so let's try one more game. Look how nice it is when you actually draw your cards, right? Obviously, this was an auto-win matchup, as auto-win as it gets, but okay. Dawu. Zuse coin flip. Going first is super broken in this format. I keep mulliganing. I have 10 basics. I mulligan and then I start Crobat. Almost. Okay, so a fluffy deck. Sacrum. Okay, Sacrum makes sense because it fully paralyzes, and like I mentioned, very few decks are definitely playing less switching cards overall. Alright, Mareep. Okay, I get an energy, so I'm definitely attaching, definitely doing this. And then just research, right? No point in benching the Crobat. Four Quick Ball, 4 Hound Hour, and 4 Level Ball. Okay, So with the Aurora energy that I did see, I'm a little scared of Galarian Zapdos V. Only a little. Not much happening right here. With another energy I do 70 and that's not good enough to take the KO. So I'm definitely going to attach the capture, right? Go capture plus Marnie. Not much I can do. Not much else I can do rather. Okay, we see Vikavolt. That's important to note. 210 HP as well. Getting item locked would not be fun, that's for sure. My opponent, yeah, did play research last turn. Okay, one card off. So let's go ahead and Marnie then. 2 research down, 1 Marnie at the bottom. That does lead to a sort of dead draw. Go ahead and mean look. Okay, so I could potentially KO the Vikavolt next turn. Oh my gosh. Well, no lightning in the discard pile though. That's good. That's really unfortunate for my opponent. That is actually really unfortunate. Zapdos. 160 damage to a V after discarding all energies. So lightning toolbox deck of sorts. Okay. All right. So I feel like I do want to KO the Zekrom because of the potential of paralysis. I really don't want to be paralyzed. Definitely gonna replace the stadium. And then we'll go ahead and attach here. Establish another Umbreon. Go ahead and do this, growing myself a Houndoom. This guy's 10 off from knocking me out, so that's really good. What I'm not a big fan of is whoever I commit the Air Balloon to, that's someone I can't commit it to afterwards. So I guess I can do this. And then Crobat. And I mean, sure, I'll draw more cards. Cut the other Houndoom. I guess I can put an Umbreon in my hand. And I can also quick ball away the Umbreon for the Houndour and then quick ball the Houndour for another Umbreon. Just thinning cards, getting rid of items as well. And just take the knockout, right? Yeah, just take the knockout. So now we'll see how my opponent reacts without any energy in the discard pile. I'm not super scared. And I can go after the Vikavolt next turn if I want to. Triple Flaffy now for my opponent. Very nice. Escape rope. That's fine. It definitely shouldn't have taken this long to be at this stage. I shouldn't have 3-hit KO'd a silly Sacrum. Okay. This is not ideal. Don't have a knockout on the Vikavolt now because I don't have an Umbreon. Oh wow. Nice. That is crazy. The Marnie gave them 2 energies, Aurora and Quick Ball, and 1 other card. Not bad. Telescopic Sight to snipe the Crobat. Okay. So now they have energies in the discard pile. No Umbreon VMAX for Pablo whatsoever. I am at 19 cards left and I am incapable of finding a supporter after Marnie plus Tower of Darkness. Okay. Marty Kuno. Yeah, so they found all their energy of that Marty. So they can KO me with Paralyzing Bolt, preventing you from playing item cards, but as long as I don't top deck my other single strike energy, we're okay. If I top deck the single strike energy, if I top deck the single strike energy, I finish the video right here. I will actually finish the video right here. All right. So I'm gonna evolve to protect the energies. And I don't really want to Marnie, except I do because all I need is a boss to KO either of these and I just win, or an Umbreon VMAX. So I'm happy with that. Do this, and let's go Max Darkness for 220 and the knockout. Alright. Could get Marnied again. Okay, so paralysis does mean that it's gonna be even more time for me to win this game. I guess paralysis was one reason not to evolve I think it'll be okay. My opponent can knock me out, and then eventually I just knock them out. So it should be fine. Should be fine. Interesting attachment right there. Okay, so Wild Shock, we do get paralyzed. Their bench is full, so I can't be locked out of items, which is great. I can absolutely do this, and then I can absolutely do this, put the energy back, and attach it here. And then I can pass. It's fine. Definitely an unnecessarily long game. Game should have been over a while ago. But oh well. Oh well, geez. Okay. So they paralyze. I like that. Paralyze and then scoop it up. The math works out perfectly for them to get the KO. We know one card in their hand is Zekrom. They Marnied me. I could have been in trouble, I guess. But that's gonna be it. Right, so we'll go ahead and attach. Nothing left. Boss and KO. Alright, straightforward. That definitely took way longer than necessary because I whiffed that stupid Houndour on turn 1, right? That's what delayed literally everything. Anyways, thanks so much for tuning in. Pretty cool deck, definitely pretty cool deck. You draw right, you win. Don't just, like, all you need to do is not dead draw off of Marnie like Tablemon, and you'll be pretty set. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, really helps out the channel. And make sure you are subscribed if you are not yet, because half of you who watch are not subscribed, and I don't know why you aren't. Thanks so much, and until next time.